Wow. Hi. Hello. I'm so glad you're here. Thank you for joining. I'm so sorry it took me a minute to get myself together. But it did. I'm trying to get my YouTube working and I didn't. I just like restarted the damn thing because I gotta get it started. So we are going to wait for people to come over there. This is going to be like a really long kind of session with you guys. So I'm not going to worry about that too much because people will make their way over, and then we'll see. We'll see everybody, and it's gonna work because I told it to. And until I learn how to do this a little bit better, it might be bumpy at first, but we'll get through. So we're gonna do. I've got my cards here. This is my actual altar that's behind me. What cool background, right? So I think that during this time, hey, thank you. Hi, Tara. Hi, Jackie. I think that during this time, I'm going to light the candles on my actual altar. And as you can see, the altar behind me, I can share a little bit of who's on the altar and why and that kind of thing. So for you who are in the Twitch universe, make sure you ask your questions. I'll be reading for yours. And all my Facebook and YouTube family, hi everybody. Please put your questions in. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe to me and follow and all that. Then we're gonna like catch up. We've got some stuff going on. Hi everybody. I'm so happy to be here. It has been the most magical day, like the most magical day ever. Um, I went walking for 3 miles with my cousin this morning, which I've been doing. And then we ran into my uncle when we went out for breakfast. So it's so awesome. Like these are all my blood people, like people related to me. I just ran into so many of them, and it was so awesome. And so I'm really glad that y'all are here. Please go ahead. Hi, Tano. Please ask your questions. We're going to do pendulum and tarot. Hey there. Hi, how are you, Liberian boy? I'm so glad that you joined. Please ask your yes no questions right there and share this with people who like tarot and trolls too. I'm not scared of them. I don't know what they would have to say. But if they found something, we can figure it out. So go ahead and ask your questions and let me know. This was actually your suggestion that we put the altar here. So I'm going by what you said, boy, right? Wasn't that your suggestion? So let's go ahead and get our questions answered and up. Hi, how are you, Vibes? We missed you last night. I was looking for you. I just won a spectacular game where I had everything except for the green properties. Problem was, it was speed die, so it took a little bit longer, but I did. I wore them down. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to get one more stream up while you guys are hanging out. I'm trying to hang out for a while today because I'm just trying to see if I can get my Twitch numbers up. And it seems like people do it for a really long time on Twitch, longer than I ever have. And so I'm going to try to keep up that long. I did. No, I'm going to do my very best. I don't usually have that much patience, but we're going to see how it goes. We've got it coming from 3 different places. That should give me enough questions to answer everybody and do real cool, right? So I'm going to do tarot and pendulum. I'm going to show you all the pendulum and how it works. And so that if you want a yes/no question, that's the most that I want to do. But I'm happy to pull some cards too because I want y'all to be able to see the power and magic of tarot. So here's my cards. They're in this spectacular that was given to me by one of my really close friends. She wasn't really a big tarot person, but she knew that I was, and so she got it, which I thought was really amazing and awesome and felt loved and supported. So my tarot deck is in here. I'm ready to answer whatever questions you have. And then we have pendulum, which is also all this stuff stays on my altar, right? So here you go. Knockout City. I haven't played that yet. We'll have to see how that what happens with that. Okay. Let's see. Are we still waiting for everybody to kind of catch up, catch your breath? think about what questions that you want to ask. Think about the kind of questions that make sense for you. It's really about what would get you in the right direction right now. What would help whatever's got you stuck get unstuck and get you moving. And so that's really personal to you. And you know that you absolutely can ask a question for me without telling me what the question is. You could just say, hey, Tarot, I've got a question. And then I can pull and just answer you without you actually vocalizing the question. Because the way the energy works is whatever it is that you need will come across to me and I'll be able to speak to it. And I can do that in general terms if you're worried about it being exposed. Also, you also have the option of like scheduling your own private meeting with me where we can talk about whatever you want. And we have like attorney-client privilege. I won't talk about your business with anybody else. So you definitely have that you can do. That's no problem. Yeah, we do need to get some good karma moving, right? So ask whatever questions that you have. We just entered Gemini season. Where am I, Gemini? So if we were to embody Gemini spirit, we would be very creative. Gemini are super creative and they understand relationships spectacularly, much better than any other sign. So that's kind of what we can get from our Gemini brethren. Okay. So the first question I have is from Jackie, and she wants to know, will I be able to find my own place? Good question. That question is like gigantic. It could mean a lot of different things. I think you mean like a place. I think you mean like a place to live is what I'm assuming. I'll be right here. So let me just like start with a pendulum for you. Pendulum can't be seen in this one. I need to turn you a little bit. Can you see it? You can see it now. Okay, pendulum. This is my pendulum. Can y'all see? Here it is. Everybody can see the pendulum. So for the pendulum, back and forth is a yes. No, back and forth is a no, and a circle is a yes. And Jackie wants to know, will she be able to find her own place? So I'm going to take my non-dominant hand, which that doesn't really matter. I usually do either hand with that. And we're going to do over my palm, and we're going to see if it says a circle or back and forth for Jackie's question. She wants to know, will she be able to find her own place? That is a yes. That's a pretty big yes, too. I think that you're going to find like the perfect place for you. It's going to be the perfect size. It's not going to be too big. It's going to be like the perfect amount of space that you want to take care of. And it feels like it's while it's hot. Now, where you live is hot all the time, but I mean, I think it's hot for that area. So it feels like it's summer. So this summer, within this summer, I think that your place is going to manifest and that you'll be pleased with it. Yes. Yay. Is your appointment tomorrow? Okay. Go okay. Okay, is the appointment tomorrow going to go okay? This is for Tara. Tara, is the appointment tomorrow going to go okay? Let's see. Yes, big yes. Big round yes. You're going to need patience and a little bit of creativity. It's not going to work out the way that you think it is or plan for it to. It's going to be a little bit more of a creative solution, a little bit more collaborative, but it will work out very well and in your favor. Should you do the thing you're contemplating doing tonight? Okay, good question. Jackie wants to know if she should do the thing she is. Any Twitch questions yet? So, Liberian, if that was a question, can you form that differently? Because I didn't really see that as a question. Hi. Okay, this was for Jackie. This is a big yes I'm getting for you. Is that should you do the thing you're contemplating doing tonight? It's a huge yes. You should do it with both feet and very all of your heart into it. I do tarot. I'm doing pendulum right now. I have my cards here too. So if you have a specifically tarot question, please let me know. I'm happy to answer that. I've got tarot and pendulum. Pendulum's like yes or no. Tarot has a little bit more explanation behind it. Will you be able to set new goals and have the energy to fulfill them? First, you have to get out of the funk. You're in a little bit of a funk right now that is just all over everything. So you're going to have to do a little bit of shaking off, some grounding, possibly do a tarot reading or like a sitz bath or something. Get yourself a little bit more aligned, and then you'll be able to have energy to do absolutely anything. It feels like you're drained in all ways right now. But your question is, will you be able to set new goals and have the energy to fulfill them? This is a medium size yes. From where you are now, you will have medium success. If you can figure out whatever that thing is that's draining your energy on a daily basis and deal with that directly, you're going to have more energy to go towards whatever it is that you need. There isn't a list yet. I don't know how to do that. So it's just as I see you, Tatiana, you're certainly in line. The question I have over here for Twitch here is, and you guys can join me on Twitch if you're not. Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube is what I'm doing right now. The question I have for Liberian is, why is your career at a stall right now? So that's a tarot question. So I'm going to pull my cards out for Liberian boy, and I'm going to answer his question, which is, why is his career at a stall right now? I mean, besides the recent pandemic that has everybody kind of weird. Besides that, you mean? Let's see why. Give me just a second. I'm going to pull out my cards. I use the Thoth deck. It is not an oracle deck. There's no fairies. It's not sweetened cotton candy. My deck gets into it. It's going to tell you what you need to know. This just almost made a huge mess. So whatever's going on with Liberian boy has got my cards acting up. So this is going to be a multifaceted answer. I can already tell you. Let me just pull these cards across for you, Liberian boy. I'm going to shake my hands out. We're going to ground together. I want you to do it with me, especially if you're not driving. Deep breath in through the nose, out through the mouth to release your day so far. Release the day so far. Deep breath in through your nose, out through your mouth to ground. Try to break your chair or your seat. Try to become as heavy as you can. Inhabit every single cell of your body. One more deep breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. That's to connect with me. You do always mess up my card, Liberian. Here we go. Why is your career at a stall right now? I'm going to get you an active and a passive card. Here's active. Whew. Try to be two. And passive. Okay. Great news that active is upright and passive is inverted. So we are in the right stream of energy. Active is the Hanged Man. Where are you? You're over here. But this is what he got. This is the Hanged Man. And so the Hanged Man is all about changing perspective. So how you're considering your career or what you're considering to be your career is a miscalculation. So we need to pull back and get your career focused on what it is you actually want to do. I think that you're trying to make money right now. And so you're asking when you're going to be more lucrative. But the question should be about what you're sent here to do, what your Dharma is, what your life's mission is. And so that perspective needs to change for you to get an actually quality answer. So I want you to actively vision board, get together what it is that you want to do. Don't worry about the money, it'll come, but what you want to do is where you want to start changing your focus to. And you're going to be vulnerable with it a little bit. I think it's different than something that you've done before. See how our Hanged Man is nude? He is showing all his business. That's the Hanged Man. And so we're going to talk about changing perspective. And then there's a couple of things that you're bound to right now that seem to be preventing you from actually going after what it is that you want. But if you will follow your Dharma, everything else falls into place. There's nothing else you're here to do, and everything else is a distraction. So we have to kind of get ourselves turned around. Am I lagging? Oh man, I hope not. My CPU says it's 23.4. Does that matter? And my upload goes between 2900 and 13. So tell me if that means it's bad. Okay. So that's your active. Passively, look at these cards. So Liberian, passively, it's adjustment. It's inverted adjustment. And so what that means is right now you're a little bit hog wild. There's not a whole lot of stuff that you're doing with purpose and with balance, homeostasis. everything's out of homeostasis. I don't know if you're sick. I think you're recovering from something. And so I think this is talking about the imbalance of however much time you're spending a whole lot of time doing one thing that is keeping you from the balance, just having balance in your life. You need to get back to that. So passively, yeah, that's what I thought. So passively, you have to kind of organize balance back into your life. Actively, go after what it is you actually want to do, not just the money, but what you actually want to do, and the money will come. And then passively, it's kind of getting that balance back in your life. Do you see how the guy's inverted? There's still balance, but you're balancing around the injury. You're balancing around healing. We need to be balancing around life because the healing is going to happen. There's only so much you can do when you stay within those perimeters. But we need to get back to balancing life and organizing yourself around that. That's where you are with why your career is stuck. First of all, clarifying what that is, because it's different than what you're actually doing, and because right now you're sick or injured, and so you're coming back. Hope that answered your question. Very good. Have I gotten vaccinated? No, I have not gotten vaccinated, and I don't know how I feel about that. I'm real crunchy and anti-vax, like in general. And like for my kiddos and stuff, we did a delayed vaccination schedule for just like the regular vaccination before the world went crazy. And so I don't know how I feel about vaccination. I don't think so. I think there might be stuff in it. How about you? Did you take it? I'm looking for questions now. Will you be able to set? No, we did that one. Will you need to move someplace temporarily until you get your own place? I have an absolutely yes energy coming towards me for that. I'm going to pull for you, Jackie. But it came across like straight in my face, like yes, like right now. I think you need to change where you're living, like post haste. Let me see what we get. So, and I got you, Ramodi. Okay. Yes. Jackie, will you need to move to a temporary place first? Yeah, see that big old yes? You knew that. This isn't news at all. Absolutely you do. And don't worry about anything but you being in a space where you can grow from. You're so tethered where you live now that breathing is hard. Every single part of being there is hard, and it's making life unusually upsetting. It does not need to be. Okay. That's a good speed. That's good speed. It is good speed. Hi. Okay, Tatiana, just put your question in. I will answer it as soon as you come to it. Tara, you can put your question in too. This one is for Ramodo. I don't know why I can't say your name. I'm gonna call you Ram. And your question is about being financially stable. So here we go. Let's ask. Is Ram gonna be financially stable soon? So that's a no. Into a yes. It was a clear no into a nice, good size yes. So there's several things we need to do differently before financially stable is going to happen. And I think that you have an idea about a couple of them. Pulling your spending. It looks like there's some debauchery, like I don't know if you're retail therapying yourself or something. Like there's some very clear, obvious thing you're doing with your money that does not go towards financial stability. So you have to get your energy organized around straightening that out, right? And I believe that soon happens as soon as you decide it's going to happen. Let's change your relationship with money, get it from being so, it feels like scarcity, like you need to deal with your scarcity, which comes from some kind of abandonment from childhood or something, which makes you have a terrible relationship with money. I feel like it's very close to how, like my dealings with money. It feels like we're like twins in that. And so it really is about changing the energy that you have with it. Just read anybody's crunchy, Deepak Chopra's or somebody's real crunchy. This is how you spiritually attract, right? And so you can start working towards and through whatever that blockage you have with money. Because it's like you like burn it. Like you literally burn money. You literally flesh it knowingly. And it's like this self-sabotage thing that you have going on. So we have to kind of work through. Okay, bye vibes. I'm sorry it's too laggy. Is everybody else seeing me laggy? Is there a problem with it? Because maybe I need to do my Twitch on my phone and not my laptop. Let me know. Sorry it's laggy. Let me know about lagginess, because maybe that's why Twitch isn't popping like that. Back over here. Who's stopping P from coming towards you? All right. Who's stopping? What's stopping P from coming towards you? Let me pull and see. What's stopping P from coming towards Tatiana? I will pull a card from you, Tara. Yes, I will. I will pull 2 cards for you, Tara. What's stopping P from coming towards Tatiana? What's stopping P? It feels like he's involved with somebody else. Hey, Jill, good to see you. What's stopping P from coming towards you? So P is very busy defending himself too. For some reason, he's recently engaged in something or said no to something, that all of his energy is going towards defending his decision, where he is and why he's doing what he's doing. So he's not coming towards you because he doesn't have any energy left over to do that. He's I don't know who it is that has like this toxic relationship with, but that is stopping him from having energy to go anywhere near you, and that's the problem. He's over defending himself with somebody else. Doesn't have space, time for you. That's why. That's what's going on with P and why he's not coming towards you. There's actually a reason. Hello, Muhammad. Nice to see you. Does your divine feminine Malik loves me? I don't understand that question, but I can ask it. It sounds like a yes or no, so I'm going to ask it yes or no and see how it comes back for us. And then if I get it wrong or whatever, you'll let me know, right? Does my divine feminine Malik love you? I think is what you meant. Let's try to see. Twitch, let's get your questions. Let me know if I'm laggy or not. I'd love to know. I have a nice round yes. So yes, the divine feminine loves you. And that is for Malik. Thank you so much. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe, guys, as you come in and as you hang out with me for this time. Can I tell you why I was a little bit late and stuff? Okay, so the reason I'm out here, even in this room, because I'm usually in a different room, is because I need to hook my computer up directly to my router, which is in a whole different room. So in the middle of trying to win a game, yes, Joe, I was moving a computer. Playing a game, and then getting dressed all this time. It was a calamity. Make sure you hit like and subscribe for me. Will this coming weekend be fantastic? Jill, it feels like you want it to be. I feel like you're going to make it no matter what. Absolutely. Big yes. Yes. It's going to be an amazing weekend. Your weekend feels like the energy that I had today, where I got up, got my 3 miles in, hung out with my cousin, went to bed. Everything's been so good today. It's been such good energy. I almost don't want to go to sleep for fear of changing whatever this vibe is that I got myself on. I want to stay here. It was not always awesome. Your weekend will be absolutely fantastic. And my pendulum dropped. Jumped right out of my hands. All right, so here we go. Here's our cards. Twitch fans, can you guys ask your questions? I'm in the tarot feed over in Twitch, and so hopefully I'll get some new people who will come by and see. Yes, you've got that good. Oh, you want some of the good energy that I've got going on? You got it. Absolutely. I want to share it with absolutely everything. What? Tell me, Jill found love. Tell me about love. First of all, didn't we predict that for you? I remember you and talking about love. I don't remember the time period we have. We'll have to go back and look at the other videos. You have got all the good energy that you can handle there. I think you need to settle down with your back injury that you're nursing, don't you? You should be settling down and sitting somewhere calm. Get it together, yeah? I'm so glad you found love, Jill. I am so happy for you. I was starting to wonder if I was still believing in it or not, because let me tell you something. complicated. So yeah, I'm gonna stay with Twitch. That's great. So anybody else who needs good energy, let me know. I will send it to you. There, I am. It is pressed down, shaken together, and running over. Have got a fantastic day, fantastic energy so far. Oh, I'm so happy for you, Jill. She said she's never felt anything like this before. Isn't that amazing? Isn't it great to know that still happens? I can't wait to feel like that. Like, I've never felt anything like this before. Such a great feeling. Last time it felt like that, I mean, it was just such an amazing relationship for so long. It's so amazing. It keeps you attached, you know? It's crazy how much things can change. And you know, like this year has taught me like I get to decide whether I'm going to still be the same person I was when I went into the relationship in certain ways as I'm coming out of it. And it's challenging, you know, because some of the choices that are being made now seem crazy to me. I'd never do that to somebody I was married to. Never. And wow, what an amazing, painful journey this has been. It's been awful. There's been terrible days. This is not one of them. This is not one. So we're good. We're going to stay up here. All right. So let's get some cards for everybody. You want to pull a collective? Do I see any issues with travel? Okay, hold on. I got a question. Do I see any issues with travel for Miss Jill? Do you have general questions like that? Like if you have travel coming up, you can certainly ask. Woo woo! He's coming for the weekend, for Memorial Day weekend, a long weekend. Is it Memorial Day weekend? Friday? It is. He's coming for a long weekend. All right. All right. You got to go over to Fenty Savage and get yourself a body stock and work it out. Right. Your question was, do I see any issues with travel? Let me ask. That's what you asked me. So it started with a yes, and then it went into a no. I believe you're going to have, there's going to be a delay involved. Delay and layover. That's going to make his arrival not when you expected. But then it goes right out into no. It's like a temporary delay, which won't ruin the weekend. But maybe take an extra book if you need to. I don't know if you're going to be circling the airport or whatever, but it feels like there's some kind of delay with him arriving. But that's it. Hey! Hi! Thanks for being a new subscriber. I'm very, very good. You'd like to know if the producers of the TV show that you applied for will be in contact soon. What a wonderful thing. You applied for a TV show. I love that. Will the producers of the TV show that you applied for be in contact soon? So you're going to get like some form letter, some general response. It'll be in contact, but it's like a cattle call kind of contact. Directly with you, contact won't happen for some time, but it will happen. It's a big yes, but the first one was like an oval yes. So you'll get like the rubber stamp kind of response. You will have an opportunity to speak with them one-on-one individually, but not initially. Initially, it's the same bullshit everybody gets. Does that make sense? Hi, Twitch fans. Let's get questions. I'd love to answer. Get me up. Yeah. So it's kind of like when you get that initial thing that everybody gets, don't be discouraged because that's just like part of what happens apparently. Okay. So I wonder what's going on with my Facebook questions. Maybe people aren't on Facebook. Everybody's outside in the new unmasked situation. They're right? Yes, right. Okay. Come on in and ask your questions. You're up. YouTube, you are up. Twitch and Facebook. I am going to pull a card for all of us while we're waiting. I told you about. Oh, you're so welcome. Thank you for hanging out. Make sure you hit that like button and go. If you haven't found me on Twitch, go find me on Twitch. because I think like joining and subscribing and stuff is a little bit more profitable on Twitch, and so I'm probably gonna be doing more stuff with it than I do over here. So, yay! Okay, here we go. Let's pull a card for all of us. What's a card that we all need to kind of ground with? If you know somebody who is having a tough time, especially like in the bouts of depression and that kind of thing. Oh, is that why I'm lagging? So should I turn off Facebook? I'm gonna turn off Facebook. Liberian, will you tell me if I stop lagging now? Because I'm turning off Facebook. I'm keeping up YouTube and Twitch. So you let me know. Here's my cards. Okay. Very good. Okay, so we'll see. I'm getting tech support help from Twitch. And I'm gonna take it, damn it. Okay, so I'm pulling a card for all of us, and then we'll see how that goes. Can I do Snapchat? Can I be live on Snap? Is that possible? I can do that until my phone dies. Yeah. Let's see if it works. I don't know if that works or not. I'm not gonna figure it out right now. Okay. A card for all of us. Here's a card for everybody. It feels like heart chakra. I immediately wanted to touch my heart. And so where we're connecting right now is on a heart chakra kind of level. For our heart chakra, and it feels really grounded, like a deep heart connection. Look at that. Our deep heart connection is the Ace of Discs, which is money. That's a big money card. It even looks like money. Doesn't it look rich? Yeah, with the gold and the green on there. So this is a big money card. So we are all on the precipice of, thank you, Liberian. We are all on the precipice of a whole lot of resources that we need to figure out what to do with, to use. We're going to have the opportunity for a lot of gain, a lot of money. And so that's where we're connected on a heart level. Yeah, I put on a green bindi. I haven't worn a bindi in a while. And we're talking about money today. That's where we are. And that's a great place to be. So let's keep that. Let's keep that, right? That's what we want. Okay. More questions. I'm ready. It's looking good right now. Perfect. So maybe I can't do Facebook as well as whatever else I'm doing. Maybe I can't do that at the same time, which I'm actually fine with because there's a lot of people coming into the room. Like, I don't think I'm missing a whole lot there. Okay. Questions, comments, concerns. What do you guys think? Where are we with this? I'm so glad you hung out. I want to know how you're feeling. Tell me about your surgery or how you're feeling. How much longer do you have to heal? That's a big deal. When will you be back up and running? Will you be back to 100%? Can we ask Tara? Will you be back to 100% after your surgery? Let's see. Will Liberian boy be back to 100% after his surgery? Look how still it is. So it'll be a little bit of time, slowly regaining a yes. So you still must be in the middle of it or have some time to go. You start PT hopefully in a couple of weeks. Yes, we're good. We are clocking in. Anybody else have any questions that are for yes, no for the pendulum or that we can use our cards with? I want to know if Twitch is going to be more profitable than Facebook. I'm sorry, YouTube. So let's ask. Is Twitch, using Twitch and setting that up and learning it, because Liberian's going to teach me, if that is going to be more profitable than YouTube? Yes. So it's going to make more sense for me to hang out and do more stuff on Twitch and the Twitch way. Will you go back to work soon? Good question. So Liberian wants to know, will you go back to work soon? Yes. It was shaky. So I think that you'll go back to work on like a minimum or a part-time basis before you actually start doing the damn thing. But it will be soon. I know you're getting bored. I can feel you. I know you're getting bored. Don't worry about that. It'll be over soon. Okay. Okay. Here we go. So I'm just going to hold space for a little bit for you guys, and hopefully while you're thinking of what questions would make sense to kind of put you in the right headspace, in the right direction to get done what it is that you need to get done to get back on your path. Was it not clear before? Maybe, okay. All right. Let me know if it gets foggy. I'm going to try to see if IG can handle what's going on in that. So what does that mean? Do I get like a T1 or do a stronger like internet thing? Like, is that what I do? I wonder. We'll have to see. I can ask. I can ask. Who am I asking you? I can ask this. Do I need a stronger internet connection to stream 3 different things at once? A little bit of a yes. It's like an oval. I think it has to do. It's probably my settings that need to be done right now. It's a big yes. I'm sure I'm not. Yeah. When I said it's probably my settings, I got a bigger yes. I probably need to redesign the way I'm set up. So what other questions do you guys have while I'm here? What other questions? Should we play tarot later too? Twitch is High Tarot. HAITAROT. It's on Twitch. So what do you think? Like, is it best during? I like doing it during the day, like on my days when I have a big chunk of time. I like to do it during the day because then people can be like, well, during the pandemic, most people were just home anyway. But now, as people are going back, if you are home and kids like squirrel away, you can just take a couple of minutes to yourself, get a question answered, get yourself kind of retuned, get an oil change real quick, spiritual oil change, and then get back to whatever makes the most sense for you, whatever is the most encouraging for you in your life. Because that's really what I want to do, is I want to encourage you to get back to spiritual oil change, right? Like kind of clean out the cogs and get a new air filter. Air filter is probably really important, right? And then stop it. You calm down. You have to schedule those kind of things. You can take care of it. You're a big guy. You know what to do. So take care of it. I know it makes a difference, how you experience what goes on if you have yourself in balance the way that you need to be. So if you're not in balance in any way, please, take the steps to make sure you get yourself back there. You need to. It's important. It's important in every aspect. How's that? Yeah? Good. Yes. So I'm going to see what else we need to do. Any other questions? Any other questions, guys? I'm going to go to a kind of a spiritual group on Facebook and see if any of those guys have questions, because it's a good community. Sometimes people have some questions and stuff, and so that might help us get a little bit of traction. And still waiting for your questions. I'm open for your questions. If you ask me something, I will stop exactly what I'm doing immediately and address you immediately. I am here to, oops, nope. Oh, I'm here to answer your questions. I want you to be completely comfortable and happy when we're done. What questions do you have? It's weird. Like, this is like giving me such a problem. Scorpio season is going to be good for you. Is Scorpio season going to be good for you? Interesting. So very specifically about Scorpio season. Is Scorpio season going to be good for you? I have a yes that grows. It's growing. So more towards the end than at the beginning. But yes, it is. That is good for you. What a nice question. I want to know too. Can I steal your question? Is that okay? Will Scorpio season be good for me? Look at it shaky. It's a yes, but it started out shaky. Mine starts off less worse than yours does. You had a yes the whole time, it was just smaller and grew. Mine shook. It was like Good deal. What else? Where are we? What else does everybody need? Let me know. Let me know. You don't want me to sing. That's not what's supposed to happen next. No, that's not what's supposed to happen next. So I know there was a couple of things I needed to do around 3:30. So I know you have me for at least another half hour. Let's get it. If we don't come up with questions, I'll come up with questions for us that I can ask, because I know that there's some things that we want to continue to get done. Like, man, as we get working through this pandemic to the other side of it, right? What happens? What's next? What are we going to do with ourselves? Where are we going to go? Are we going back to our exes? Are we... What's the best way to move forward with your Dharma? Good question. Because of who I know you to be and your sign, it feels like the answer is to throw caution to the wind and put everything into that thing for like a year. And I feel like that would turn out to be, you ship your exes to Texas. Texas doesn't want your exes. It feels like you should really throw everything into it. Like, the kind of intimidation that you feel about the thing means that you have to just rip the Band-Aid off and just put everything into that thing, is what it feels like for you, Jackie. I'm going to pull a card and see what actually is, what it says. That's just what I say. So, okay. Your question, I'm going to read it. What is the best way to move forward with your Dharma? Thank you so much, Allison. Thank you. I appreciate you. Ask a question. I'll answer it for you. I'd love to. Okay. With your Dharma. And I'm going to go live just on my Facebook page because that's what I'm going to do. Wow. Woo! First of all, Jackie, I pulled 2. Yes, you can ask a yes, no. Yes, Ohana, please do. I pulled 2. So first of all, we're starting off with complication, right? And the 2 that I pulled for you are Victory and the Prince of Cups. So let's talk about Victory first. Now, Victory is inverted. And so this is being stuck in it. This is the undying belief in what it is that you're going to be. You have to become 100% convinced that that's who it is, that's who you are, that's what it is, that's what you came here for. You need to be drunk off of your own supply right now. And that is what's going to be able to push you through the obstacles that come up as you get facing towards your goal. The other one is the Prince of Cups. Now, the fact that these are inverted, I'm reading them as inverted because it matters. He's naked and on this, this natural being moving forward with his eyes closed. He's just meditating and letting the bird take him wherever he needs to go. You need to fight that urge. What needs to happen for you right now is yes, you can send a donation to my Cash App is $High Tarot, HAITAROT, just like this. Donations are welcome. For this inverted guy like this, there's been a lot of moving with your heart and stuff that's been happening. And I want you to put more structure around how you're going to go towards your goal. We're going to come away from the tendency to kind of say, I'll do it when it feels good, because that hasn't produced the results that you need, Jackie. And so I need for you to put some structure in and around what it is you want to do. Even if it's only a little bit. If you commit to 5 minutes a day out of a 24-hour period, that is structure. Make sure it's the same 5 minutes and you do that consistently. What you need is consistency, not go with the flow. You're going to fight against that urge to just do what feels good. It is your Dharma and it feels good to do it. But to get it to be as profitable as you need it to be, you need some structure around it. Does that make sense? Let me know. Hi, Twitch. Ask questions. I am here for ya. Hannah has a yes/no question. And Alice, okay. Your partner that is coming, okay. My new partner that is coming into my life soon, biracial, Caucasian, or African American, etc. Just curious. You want to know what race the person is? Is that what you're asking me? Let me know. I think that's what you're asking me. And I can tell by which the suits will let us know that if we need to know that. Hey, yeah, there we go. Very cool. Continue to yes, good. Okay, let's see. Let me just say. Live. Okay, so are they one of those? Are they biracial, Caucasian, or African American? That's what they're biracial. Identify how they identify, right? Because I think that matters more. Okay, are they? Yes. Yes. Are they Caucasian? No. Are they African American? No. So you have some swirly person. I don't know if anybody's ever asked me that before. Thanks. That's kind of cool to answer a different question. Okay. We are so in love. Been together for almost 3 years and have been best friends a while before that. Hi, Tabitha. Hi. I'm doing tarot. I'm on YouTube and Twitch, and I thought I would just send it to my feed because I never do that. I don't know why. But now I have. So there you go. Is he really the one? I gotta say, I am all for dating your best friend. I think it's the best idea. And one of the most rewarding relationships I've ever had was when I dated my best friend. And it turned out like the kind of connection that we had, that we still have, was really based on the idea that we were friends first. And I know people say, oh, you should be friends first, and it sounds really corny, and it's not something that like people consider like that as real advice. But I gotta say, it, dollar for dollar, if I was to weigh out what happened in the relationships that I've had and how they turned out and what happened after the relationships and all the intricacies that come with all that kind of stuff, the most powerful relationship that I've ever had and that I continue to have in my life is the one that started from being best friends. Like, we didn't have any inkling of being a romantic partnership That wasn't what it was about at all. We really were really, really close friends. And then when that changed, that part like really sustained us through some tough times. So I think that is great for the relationship that you have right now, Allison. Let's ask the pendulum, because you didn't ask me. Is he really the one? So let's see if this specific person is really the one. So you know that a circle is yes, back and forth is no. Yes. An unequivocal yes. So I hope that you guys continue to get along and that it continues to be something that is beneficial for you in your heart. Hi, Facebook family. I'm doing tarot and pendulum. So you can ask tarot and pendulum questions. I'm actually on, Ohana retracted questions. I don't know what that means. You're welcome, Allison. You guys can pop over to YouTube or Twitch. It's all the same. Hi Tarot, HAITAROT, to get some questions. I just thought I'd pop in on my feed because I never do. And I don't know why, but now I fixed it because I am. So if you have questions, please pop over. Hold on, I'm getting some. I got texts that I couldn't see. Anyway, they'll call if they need to. Okay. So YouTube and Twitch. It's all going on. So Facebook family, I probably won't have this on for very long, but for however long I have it on, you can ask whatever questions here too. Okay. Hi, Talgia. Yeah, I wish I had an. I wish I made iJoin a thing, but I don't know if I've done that yet. You are absolutely welcome to ask whatever questions that you have right here in the comments, and I'll answer them for you on Twitch. And you can drop over to my YouTube. I'm doing that as well right now. I'm simulcasting. Let me know if I get laggy anywhere because I can't tell. It all looks like it's working to me, and so. If it's not, you guys gotta let me know. All right, questions. Ask me whatever questions that you have, and I will answer them. Ooh, will my husband ever have boundaries like he should towards his ex before me? Absolutely not. No. You know, I couldn't even ask my pendulum that. Like, however I get answers, just random is like, no, dog. that's not gonna be a thing. Sorry, that's gonna be a mess, like forever. It's gonna be a mess forever. And one of the problems is that you really can't influence it because it that relationship was before you. Let me see if. I'll ask that question, and I think I have a better question to ask to kind of follow up to make sure to see whether or not you're going to be comfortable, Tabitha, okay? So the question that you ask is, will he ever have boundaries like he should towards his ex before you? So, back and forth is no, and there's a no. Nope. No. So then the question I want to ask is, will you be comfortable with the relationship that he does have with his ex? That's what I'm going to ask for you, because I think that is more important than what he does, which you can't control. It's about whether or not your experience with him will ever be okay, not stressful to you. Does that make sense? Let me know if I'm overstepping. Hi, Lily. How are you? I was just talking about you because I have this. You gave that to me. I was just talking about you earlier. I'm so glad you're here. Okay. So will you ever be comfortable with the way that relationship's set up, how that's playing out, right? I'm going to ask. I feel like, ooh, I guess I have to ask you before I ask. The pendulum said it's not answered. So as soon as you tell me that it's cool to ask that, I will, Tabitha. But I think that probably has more to do with what your life experience of it is kind of what matters more than what is actually happening, because some of it you're never going to know, and it's never going to be where you want it to be. But can you accept where it is the question I'm asking. Okay, good. Thank you. I tried to ask before you told me it was okay, and my pendulum was like, nope. Did you see that? I respect it. Okay. Lily, you're welcome to come over to YouTube or Twitch to ask whatever questions that you have. You can ask them here too on Facebook, but I just won't have this up very long. Right, and the answer is yes. So you will grow to accept what is. You control the things that you can, like let go of those things that you can't. So you're going to grow to accept the way that it is. But it's not ever going to come over to you where you want it to be. You have to kind of go over to it. I'm sorry. But I think that it's kind of good to know that, so that you don't spend time, your energy waiting for it to fix, because it ain't going to fix. Do you know what I mean? And I think that knowing that is freeing, right? That helps you get yourself together with where you are going to go. So here's something that is unique to the Northeast. Wawa! I know all my Texas friends know that when I was down there, I would talk about Wawa and how amazing it is. And I have not gone several days without being there. I go all the time. Okay. What else? What questions do we have? Let's see. Oh, okay. Would spell work to help boundaries between him and his ex? Tabitha, you have got to get out of that game. I'll tell you that right now. So I'll ask. But you've got to spend your energy on something else. You are not going to be able to, it's just not going to be better with you. Like it's kind of where it's going to be. But I will ask for you because you didn't ask me. How would spell work to help the boundaries between him and his ex? I'm getting an oval. So ish. I mean, it was an oval into a pretty good yes. I would call that a yes. So yes. So you can dabble in that if that's what you choose to do with it. I would advise that you take your beautiful mind and your beautiful energy and spend it on something that's more beneficial to yourself than trying to like exert control over that. Because, you know, the pendulum already said it's never going to be where you want it to be. Oh, bye. Thanks, Lily. Thanks for popping in. I'm so glad that you did. I miss you. Yeah, so you certainly can work in that, but I feel like I would want your energy to go towards something more productive for yourself. You know, that has something for you on the other end of it, which this doesn't really, especially since we already know that the way that you're going to be resolving this is coming to grips with it, not fixing anything or moving anything. Hi, Facebook family. I can't see who is here. I hope you say hi. Doesn't show me your name. Okay. What else? That's a really good, deep kind of thing, Tabitha. I wish you the best of luck with that. My friend Victoria is here with me and wants to know if she is going to be able to have her baby at home. Oh, what a good one. Baby energy. I've been doing so good with baby energy lately. I've been predicting pregnancies, right, Tabitha? And that kind of thing. Let's see. Will Victoria be able to have her baby at home? Ooh. It's completely still. So it was still for so long, and they gave me a little tiny yes. Here's what I feel like is going to happen. I think the baby is going to be a little bit late. And I think that the date of the baby being late will make it less, you'll be less comfortable with the idea of having a baby at home. And so I think that you might opt to do a birthing center looking thing. I don't think it has to be a hospital, but I think because of like it's like 42 weeks. It feels like the baby's gonna be in there longer than you expect. It's like a lot longer. And in that time, I think that you'll be more comfortable having like equipment right next to you than to be home with the baby. So that's what it feels like is going to happen to me. I think you're going to be like in between. It feels like a birthing center and stuff. And in the area where you are, they have those kinds of things a lot more readily than like in the city where I live. Hi, Randy. How are you? Do you have some questions? Hello, Post. Hello. Oh, hello, Post. Maybe it's a hello post. If you have questions, Randy, you can ask them right there. Thanks for saying hi. I don't know. It just feels if he still wants to be with his ex. Hey, Wes! I'm so glad you popped over to YouTube to say hi. Big Wes is one of my favorite people. He was a fantastic protector for me back when I was in college. Amazing, amazing person. Maybe still in love with her. No, because boundaries really aren't where they should be. He's not in love with her. That's not what it is. I can even ask. You want me to ask? If you want me to ask, I can ask the pendulum. It's not that he's in love with her. It's just that he has a difficult time shutting that door, shutting off that access, just because of his own abandonment complex and stuff like that. He loves you and is happy to be with you, and I don't think it's going to really threaten your relationship. But it's never going to look right. It's just not going to feel clean and bleached the way that you would want it to. It doesn't feel like it's going to come across. Yes. Okay, so I want to ask, is he still in love with her? Of course, Wes. So you're like an amazing person. Okay. The question was, is he still in love with her? Is dude still in love with his ex-wife? See? You see the no? It's a big no. It's not about that. It's more about like tact to him or whatever. It's like, when you were neglected and had conditional love growing up, you don't like the idea of less people loving you, no matter what that looks like to everybody else. It's like hard to send love away from you when you craved it for so long and lacked it in capacities for so long. And when you get it, it's so hard to let go of it. And it really has more to do with his psyche than anything else. Did I say ex-wife? I didn't mean ex-wife. Whoever the ex is that you're talking about. It's still it's sending, like, it's the idea of sending love away from you is not okay when you have some kind of a history with it not being there. Oh, good luck with it. Hi, Tony. Hi, Mark. Mark is another huge protector in my life. He has saved me several times. I don't know why this podcast is attracting my protectors. People who have been like guardians for me for whatever reason. I'm so glad to see y'all. Hi, I appreciate you. I hope that it was worth it. Mark, I know you have some cool questions. Ask. My phone's gonna die. And so if it does, by the way, you can pop. I'm on YouTube and Twitch. So you can pop over to either one of those to continue to watch. I have another little few minutes on here. But if you have some yes/no questions, please ask. I've got my pendulum and my cards, and I'm doing that high tarot thing. You were there when high tarot was born, Mark, right? Remember? When I had to change from the name that had my first name in it. What else, guys? So we've got the pendulum, got the cards. Should we switch over to cards for a little bit? Good question. Will the baby be a Leo? I love that question. Victoria wants to know if her baby will be a Leo. It went from a no into a ovally yes, so I feel like it's a cusp. Will it be the front cusp or the back cusp? Cusp, baby. Ask her if it'll be the front cusp or I can ask the pendulum. Will it be a front cusp or the back cusp? Feels cuspy, very cuspy. And if it's not like cuspy, like if it's not cuspy, then it's really close to the next sign. I think it's on the cusp though. That's what it feels like. Okay. What else? I'm so glad you are you still hanging out with me, Liberian boy? You're so sweet. Thank you for your support. I really appreciate it. Good stuff. Let's get some more questions. What more questions do we have? And I'll tell you while we're waiting. Do you remember? No, not a Virgo, but like a Leo-y Virgo, a Virgo Leo. So what would that be like? A Virgo Leo would be beautiful and very well groomed at all times, and a wonderful, wonderful partner. But they can get cold. So I think that what you might want to, what you might notice or want to look for is their ability to go cold. Virgos can go cold, man. They can rip, cut stuff off, rip that. Virgos can go cold. Woo, frigid. It's a difficult thing to like see or experience as a Taurus because we don't let go of anything ever. Once we attach, we're like, how dogs when they listen, we're adults, except for on Facebook. So talk gently. When dogs are performing, when mating, when they have barbs that turn out like this, so it's hard to remove themselves, and that's why you have to like spray water on them or make them stop because you can't pull them apart. There's no pulling them apart, and that's how Tauruses are with everything. Once we get our claws in, we stay in. We're not going anywhere. We never go anywhere. We might stop looking at it, but we haven't left. We just don't. Tauruses. We don't know how Virgos do that, but Virgos can cut that clean off with no looking back, no qualms about it. Whew, they're cold, brother. Cold people. All right. What were we on before that? So the baby is going to be a Leo-y Virgo, I think. What's on the other side? Hi, Christina. I've been seeing your videos. Thank you for watching. Thank you for joining. I'm about to turn off the Facebook because my phone's dying, but you are welcome to go over to. I'm on YouTube and Twitch. You didn't know Oprah Winfrey was into tarot. Are you talking about me? Do I look like Oprah Winfrey? Do I look like Oprah Winfrey? I mean, sometimes when she's in drag, she's kind of cute, but let's not say that. Hi, Jane. I was watching your video the other day. I'm so glad you joined. You can ask a tarot question, tarot or pendulum. Pendulum is yes or no. Tarot is with my cards. Yeah, I mean, thank you. Thank you. I think you're being complimentary. I'm going to take it as a compliment. Ask me whatever tarot questions you tarot or pendulum. I have yes no questions with the pendulum, and then tarot questions are with my card. I keep tapping them, but you can't see them. These are my cards. Tarot cards. Thank you, Christina. Okay. So, sometimes people like just see shapes. I mean, I can understand what the shapes are. Our shapes are, but she usually has big hair, and I have big hair right now, so I can see. I can understand. Thank you, Wesley. Thank you so much. Bye. Have a great time. I appreciate you stopping by. Hit that like and subscribe. Follow on Twitch. That's awesome. I will pull cards for you. So, thank you, Jean. Christina would like some cards pulled from. I'm going to pull a card for Victoria. I'm right on you. As soon as I pull this card for Christina. Christina. Here's your card. Look at it with you. Woo! The second time we've got the Hanged Man today. So we had the Hanged Man come up earlier about career, and this is your Hanged Man. So you get to change your whole perspective around. It feels like you have outgrown your current situation, and you are now busy going around starting fights with absolutely everybody because you are tired of where you are, And instead of doing that, I want you to just grow past, just grow on out of the situation. Be very mature in how you end the situations that you're fatigued with, or change them, but don't just fight. Don't do it that way. You're getting too old for that. I hope that makes sense and does not upset you. Should she throw her goddess party? And then I'm right over here to Eugene, okay? I'm going to ask if Victoria should throw her goddess party. Here we go. I love a goddess party instead of a shower. That's such a great idea. It must not be your first baby, huh, Victoria? She wants to know if she should still throw her goddess party. Yes. Yep. Big yes. Have are going to be just fine. It's just that whenever you plan to have the baby home later than that, they're just staying in for a while, is what it feels like. Very good. Can you speak to your dad again? Jean wants to know if she can speak to her dad again. Let's see. Yes. There's a knot. I don't know if you can see my pendulum, but there's a knot in it as I answered your question. And so what that means to a tarot reader, to a pendulum reader, see that knot? See the knot up there? Like how it's kind of jumbled? What that means is there's a complication in it. You are definitely the adult in the situation. I know that chronologically that's not so, but maturity-wise you are. And in order to have the relationship that you want, you have to kind of play that role. So, yes. It won't look like you dreamed, but it will fulfill the things that you need it to. I hope that makes sense without being too deep into your business. And I will pull a card for you. I've been fatigued, not fighting, though, because I'm too old for that. Yes. Good. Hi. I certainly will. Asmir, I'm on you as soon as I get done pulling a card for Jean. Okay, Jean, here we go. I think after that, that'll probably be the last thing I'll pull over here because my phone is really, really dying. And I need it to be alive because, I have kiddos. Jean, this card comes from your belly. Ooh, something affecting your belly. So this is kind of deep for you. Ooh, good. That makes perfect sense. The card I pulled for you is called the Empress. If you want to look it up online, it's the 3 of Trumps, or the 3 of major arcana. And she is all about nurturing and self-care. So your job this week, Jean, this is Jean's card, the Empress. Your job is to treat yourself. You need to be deep into self-care. There's been a little bit of getting off your path and getting away from those things you told yourself that you were going to do and the promises that you made yourself about how you were going to. I don't want to get deep because you understand exactly what I mean. But it's time to get back to that now. Deep self-care. Because there's a lot of healing that you're doing right in this moment. And in this time, you want to make sure you're gentle with yourself, just like you would be with your daughter going through the same thing. So deep self-care. I can feel like in my belly as I pulled the card. And so I want you to make sure that you're doing really good nutritional wise, making sure you're taking supplements and drinking more water, and really deep self-care is the best I can tell you. And so hopefully that makes sense to you and you can do that. Very good. We are over here. Can you please read a card about the Libra's intentions for you? The Libra, who is the Libra? Let's see what the Libra's intentions are for Asmir. Oh, I will look in just a second, Tabitha. The Libra's intention for Asmir. The 3rd time we have had the Hanged Man come up. So the Libra's intentions for you are not what you think, Asmir. I need you to clean the slate of all preconceived notions and allow yourself to process the information that you've gotten so far. It feels like the answer is obvious, but because of how you feel about the Libra or some prejudgment, you have them kind of freeze-framed, not where they go. So we need to reassess reassess completely what their intentions are for you. They are not what you are thinking that they are right now. They are different. It doesn't seem nefarious at all. It just seems like they're coming from a way different place than you are. Like one of you is romantic and one of you is thinking business or something. Like you're not on the same page. Is that? Tabitha had a question above. So everybody else caught up? We're good? Everybody good? Good, good. You're with me? You're with me? You're with me? Fantastic. All right, like 2 more minutes on Facebook, but if you want to follow and ask some more questions, you're welcome to. I'm going to be on these platforms for another 20, 25 minutes. So you can come over to YouTube or Twitch, and it's Haitarot, Haitarot on either. Okay? The question was, is everything okay with my baby? As you know, I'm pregnant with twins. We lost one about 8 weeks, and now the remaining baby is positive for that. Oh, wow. But only by 1 point positive. Okay. The question is everything okay with baby? Okay, so the base question is everything okay with the baby? Oh, I'm so glad. Okay, let's see. Tabitha. So I have a solid yes. It's not a huge yes, it's a solid yes. It feels like there might be a little bit of complication, like a slight. The overall thing is that it's a nice medium size yes. I think the baby is healthy and baby's coming home relatively soon after baby's born. I don't think it's going to have a whole lot of trauma around the birth of baby. And I think that you're going to have a healthy, enjoyable life with a baby. It feels like there might be something like very treatable, like jaundice or low blood sugar or something that might happen like initially when the first baby first appears, but it's like really, really close to when you have them, the baby's coming home. It's not going to be some long drawn out process. I see your question, Jackie. I'll be right there. Hi, Feelings Inc. Happy Tuesday. Thank you. You get a reading on what to focus on for the remainder of May. Good question. Okay. What to focus on for the remainder of May? And I'm right here with you, Jackie. I see your question. I will be right there for you. What to focus on for the remainder of May for Feelings Inc. Bam. Bam. Okay, so for the remainder of May, which I'm glad is only 6 more days, this is injustice. And so what that means, if you have some kind of a legal battle, it's not going to go well for you here towards the end of May, or like you might get a speeding ticket or something. There's something like minor that has to do with law that's not going to be in your favor, and that's going to be a distraction for you. That's what's going to happen here in May. What to focus on is whatever's coming next. But you're going to have some kind of a distraction come up for you that has to do with something like a parking ticket or something like, not parking ticket, like a speeding ticket or something. Or like if there's some kind of a minor legal thing that's going on that's not going to go great for you. It's an inconvenience. It's not a showstopper, but it's an inconvenience for you. And so that's going to be something that you're going to have to deal with here in the next. Do you get tickets pretty often? I don't know. Yeah, keep it in mind. Try to pretend like you have one of those monitors in your car and really, really just be cautious, defensive driving. Okay, so I'm back over YouTube. Facebook family, I'm really happy I've gotten to share this with you. Please go over to YouTube or to Twitch. Haitarot, either place. Love y'all. Bye. Okay. Because my phone is like actually dying and I don't want it to be dead in case the kids need me, right? I'm going to post it. Why not? Delete. Yeah, I can delete up to 30 days. Who cares? All right. So this over here, Jackie, your question was, will your ex actually go through with his threats in regards to the custody battle / divorce? Do you need to be worried? He does not have the energy or capacity to go through with what he's saying. He does have power issues that he likes to intimidate you with. And so that's kind of where all that is. But I'll ask the tarot. Yes? Because that's who we're asking, not me. Please hit follow, like, subscribe, all that good stuff out there around me. Okay, will X go through with his threats in regards to custody battle / divorce? I just got a strong no. Do you need to be worried? It continues the strong no. Do you see this, Jackie? You can see it, right? Let me hold it higher. Okay. Do you need to be worried? Just a no. It wasn't unequivocal. It didn't take a while. It just was like, no. And should I continue to follow the advice? Look, as I'm asking the question, it's turning to a yes. Should I continue to follow the advice given by the lawyer? Do you see how it's yes before I finish? Yes, it's a good lawyer. They have your best intention at heart. Please continue to follow that person. Have you been spot on with all baby readings? Thank you so much. I've been really doing good with the baby readings. Like, it's been feeling really like the next level, like where I'm supposed to be now. It's like, I don't know, I'm keyed into stem cells or something. It's pretty cool. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. You see it. Good. Hi, Mama. Hi. Please tell me about my career as you got a new job. So let's see. Let me pull a card about the new job. Just get some information about it. It already feels, as I started thinking about your new job and you, that you're going to work out some of your parental issues. All jobs give us a chance to work out parental issues with our bosses, right? But it feels like this one's going to be unique for that. Let me see what card we pull. This is for Honey Singing. I like your name. Power. Woo! Power struggles. So it feels like daddy issues that we're going to be working on in this job. Power. So the coolest part about this card, I always say when people pull it, is with the power card, you can tell what's the inside and what's the outside, because there is there's forts, there's a moat, there's a wall, and it's very clear what's inside and what's outside. And the biggest, most powerful part about this card is, you can see it over here too. The biggest, most powerful part about this card is boundaries. What boundaries do you have set up? What boundaries? That's where power comes from, is knowing where your skin ends and mine begins. Boundaries. So this job is all about boundaries, and that's when you make sure you go in with them, keep them strong the whole time. It feels like you're going to be challenged. Your boundaries are going to be challenged inappropriately in some senses, but your job, should you choose to continue that, is boundaries. Read a book about boundaries, eat TV dinners because everything is segmented in different plates. You are to eat, breathe, live boundaries with this new job. That's going to keep that nice and amazing for you. Andrea wants to know, does Jay want me to contact him? Let's see. Jay, does Jay want you to contact him? Does Jay have a phone? Let's see. Does Jay want me to contact him? So it was like no, and a little bit of an oval, and then a yes. He-ish, kind of, sometimes. Sometimes he wants you to contact him. I haven't gotten a straight yes yet. It goes from no to oval to no to oval. So yes, but I don't think you do it for Jay. I think Jay should stay over there with his bullshit. That's what I think. I think you should replace that energy with something more useful. Jay feels like, he doesn't really know. And that's not what you want to tell the universe that you're into, right? You're going to end up being one of these women that are proposing to men. You don't want to do that. I mean, maybe you do, but it feels like no. Benita, what intentions does Samuel have towards me? Please hit the like and subscribe button, guys, as you're in and getting your questions answered. It's all I really ask for. And if you can come over to Twitch and follow me there, that's great. I'm building my empire over there. What intentions does Samuel have towards me? That is a tarot question. That's not a yes/no question. So I'm going to grab these. Twitch, I am looking for you guys. You are welcome to ask whatever questions you have. Whatever questions you have. Benita. Samuel. He's trying to relieve something for you. My hips sunk in and got really loose. I think when I got into the question. So his ultimate job will be to release some things for you. And the card we pulled is Inverted the Fool, which is all about new beginnings and breakthroughs and that kind of thing. I think that I don't know why this person would have the intentions to fix some of your sexual baggage. But that's what it comes across as. Because where I felt as I asked the question was my sacral chakra. And so it has to do with trauma that happened in and around puberty, and that's what that person will fix. But he knows that for some reason. I don't know if he's a spiritual person or just that's one of the reasons why he's on the planet, but he will help help organize, straighten out some sexual trauma for you. I hope that makes sense. That's what he's there for. And I'm not just saying he lays pipe good. That's not what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying to actually heal some misconceptions, something that you've been battling with that for a really long time. And for some reason, he knows that. The reason that's interesting is because he knows it. People don't usually know it. They get there and they fix stuff, but people don't usually know it and have an intention to, unless it's really spiritual or somehow otherwise connected. Will things get better between me and my husband with communication? Will we have more loving relationship where he shows he cares and loves me like he used to? So that's 2 questions. Let's do yes, no, right? So will things get better with me and my husband with communication? Let's see. Yes. Yeah. You guys are going to be doing some kind of a project or something that's going to bring you together and kind of work around some of the communication pockets that you run into problems with. And we have a more loving relationship where he cares and loves me like he used to? He never stopped loving you the way he used to. He stopped showing it. This then did an oval. See, I think that the question is a 2-layered or something, but it feels like the amount of love never changed. The way he's showing changed, and so that will also improve. So in either case, the answer is yes. It's going to improve for you. I think it went from an oval and a little bit wonky to a more round circle, because I think that the question doesn't allow for for the possibility that it didn't change. It changing is an assumption. I hope that makes sense. Hi, Mish T. I think it's Mish T. Nice to see you over here. Hi, my Twitch people, my new Twitch family. Hope you guys are doing fantastic. What do we got? Mish T. Yay! Awesome. That's what I thought. Ask whatever question that you have. We have just a few more minutes that we're hanging out. You came at a really good time. We've got our Twitch fans coming up. I just got off of Facebook for a little bit. Ask whatever question that you have. I feel so good having on a bindi. I haven't worn a bindi in a long time. I just stopped wearing them up here, There's been so much BS going on in my life. If I could sit and tell you the kinds of things I've been going through, my goodness. Okay. May I know if SS will communicate with me when he comes back from his trip? Sure. Will SS communicate with you when he comes back from his trip? Good question. The answer is yes. Big yes. Oh my goodness. Oh, he's got all kinds of things to tell you. He thinks about you a lot. Definitely communicate with you when he comes back from his trip. The trip has changed the way your relationship will go. It was very important that he had that space for whatever reason. It helped crystallize for him who you are and who he wants you to be in his life. And now you get to pick whether or not you want to participate in that. And hopefully it'll be a good thing and you will, or a bad thing and you will. But you get to pick, right? Definitely will be in communication with you. And the ball will be kind of in your court-ish. Hope that makes sense. Other questions. I've got my cards. I'm shuffling them. What do we think? Everybody seems really warm. I appreciate y'all's energy. Thank you for joining me and letting me be a part of your Tuesday, the most productive day of the week. Oh, I have 2 important phone calls that I'm going to make today in regards to doing more tarot and getting myself established out here. Yes. What will happen if you go on a date? Sure thing. No problem, Tabitha. What will happen if you go on a date? I'm going to pull a card for that. What will happen if you go on a date? This is for Mishti. Sensual. It's going to be real carnal. The card I pulled is Dominion. So that has to do with kind of, well, I'll explain it this way. This is a Wands card. If you see, it says 2 of Wands. That says 2 of Wands. And wands are like typically just, you've seen a magic wand before. They're typically thin. But the 2 of Wands, the wands are thicker. See how they're engorged like that on this particular card? And so if you guys were to go on a date, it would be very sensual. I mean, I don't know how much talking that you would do, but it would be a very like, I just keep coming up with the words carnal and sensual. I think you'll be very attractive. There'll be a really good chemistry between you. What you do with that, is up to you. But all the energy will be there to have a whole lot of fun. I don't know what else to tell you. I'm not on Facebook anymore, so I don't have to be quite so PC. But yeah. Anyway, and Dominion is like it's like the ability to name different things to kind of wield your power. And because of like, I don't know if it's your signs or something about y'all's relationship makes that really, really like juicy. It's real juicy. Like steamy the whole time. You know what I mean? So good luck. Enjoy your date. Go somewhere public with lots of people. Dave and Buster's or something. Well, gosh. I mean, Gemini, you guys are so creative. Happy birthday. Gemini are so creative. And the way that you guys do relationships is like you just run circles around the rest of us. We can't keep up. That's why we call you crazy, because we just can't ever understand. We can never keep up. Is really what's happening. What else? Do we have some more? I am so excited to see some Twitch questions. Hey, ask questions. I can't wait. Oh, more. Do we have any more over here with my YouTube family? So you have lots of Sag. I don't know about Sag relationship wise. The most that I hear about Sag is about how they just say what's on their mind all the time. Sag, that's gonna be a little bit tacky. They say what's on their mind all the time. They don't care whether the chips fall because the truth is so much more important to them than anything else that they don't really care about how it comes across. Well, my husband and we get a trip to ourselves with no kids before the baby gets here in October. Oh, what a lovely thing that sounds like. I got you, Jackie, right after this one. Will your husband and you get to go on a trip by yourselves with no kids before the baby gets here in October? Yes. It feels like a long weekend. It's not a long trip, so it's like 3 days. It's like a long weekend, but you do get to spend some time together. Look at that big circle. I think it's a great time. It's refreshing for you guys. Yeah, it's needed. Good luck. I hope that's beautiful for you. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Is there anything you need to do about in regards to your sisters? Okay. Anything that you need to do with regard to your sisters, Jackie? Yes. Yes, there is. It feels like, it really feels similar to the conversation I was having with Jean earlier, where in this relationship, you are the adult. Even if you're not the oldest, you're the adult in this relationship. And so you have to kind of direct how we're going to, you have to take control of the call if you're a customer service agent. Like, you have to take control of it and kind of steer it, because you just are made of what's going to make that happen, and they are not. And so, you get to participate. You get to choose whether you want to participate in that kind of relationship or not, but it'll be you driving. And then, but you can have it be more closer than it is. It's just going to be you driving. It is what it is. Victoria wants to know if they'll get a new car soon. I got like something rumbled through my stomach. I'm not sure if it was for Jackie or Victoria. I think it was for both. But it's like to make the changes that you need to in order to fit into their lives, or for them to fit into your lives, are uncomfortable, Jackie. And so you really have to choose whether or not that's worth your energy. And then for Victoria, will you get a new car soon? Hi, Kay. Yes, big yes. The new car will accommodate everybody very comfortably. It's like spacious. The space in it is the biggest thing. Like, I don't even know if it looks big from the outside, but the space inside just fixes so many issues that you have to deal with right now. So fantastic. Yes, and it's big inside. Hi, Lynn. How do your boyfriend's parents feel about you? And then Ramit, Sambit, yes, you may. You can ask whatever you want. Okay. Woot woot. Let's see. How do your boyfriend's parents feel about you? Thank you. Okay, I appreciate that. How do your boyfriend's parents feel about you? Huh. So, they feel like you take away from their kid. They don't like the influence that you have on him, like, takes away from him. Like, standing next to you, he is not as healthy, good, happy, something as he would be without you. So they don't like the influence that you have on him, is the answer. This is the abundance card. It's the 3 of Cups, and it's inverted. And then whenever cups are inverted, that means that the relationship's empty. Like, there's no love lost, right? But the fact that it's abundance and that it's inverted is like a taking away from. So your like the influence that you have on him, or how he acts around you more, is like less than he does when he's not. There's something about the way that y'all relate. I don't think you're doing anything wrong, but there's something about the relationship that makes him act in a way that makes them feel like it's less than, not just different, but like less than it was before. So I don't know if you make him more independent, so he needs them less, and they like don't like that or something. But there's something about the way that you guys relate that takes away from him as far as they're concerned. How is 2021 going for you so far, Sambit? Do you know it's almost it's almost halfway through this year? I can't believe it. It'll be June like next week. It's insane. You're welcome. You're welcome. Sambit, how is it going for you so far? Again, with the stomach stuff, you have some gut issues happening. And it's been a big old steaming pile of worry for you. And it's actually gotten to the point here, Sambit, where we need to ask for help at this point. The little yellow in the card and that's seeping in, that yellow is where we need to start asking for help. So there's something that's happened that you've been struggling with this year that you actually need to reach out for help with at this point. So if you're going to start seeing someone, feels like the right thing to do, but we have to start getting our arms around the worry that's kind of come with this year for you. It's been a struggle to keep yourself afloat, and you've done a really good job, and you need a little bit of help with it. It's a little bit too heavy for you to carry yourself at this point. So I hope that you find the help that you need, because that's where we are now per the cards. We have to take his name off of his power account. Like, I'm not how to word it, but basically her power bill is in his name, and you want to know if that'll ever change. My power bill's in my ex's name. I hope I'm not messing anything up. Okay. You want to know, will he ever take his name off of his ex's power bill account? Yes. The answer is yes. It's a big yes. Boy, are they involved, huh? A lot going on. Okay. So I think that's going to probably, oh no. No, we're still here. We are bringing it in. Okay. Got my cards. Let's see what kind of questions that we have to kind of finalize and wrap up. You know, on Twitch, people go on and do tarot readings for like 3 hours or 4, and I was like, 4 hours? I don't think I could do it for 4 hours straight. It's a rough gig when you do. But this has been fun. It's been fun hanging out. I was like so cool. Like, it was so cool to see some of my Facebook people come through. And some people I love very, 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 very much. Oh, my dad said I look great. Can I tell you, like, how awesome that is? Yay, yay, yay. This has been fun. It's been great to kind of hang out. I'm looking for, will Victoria get a Prius? Oh, you said that. I'm sorry. I saw that Prius go by and I didn't even look. Will Victoria get a Prius? Priuses are they spacious inside? I thought I was inside one, but I think it might have been a Honda, an electronic Honda. I'm not sure if it was a Prius or not. All right. Will Victoria get a Prius? Oh, I'll try again. I don't know if I'm allowed to know. What, are you going to steal a Prius? Why'd you make my pendulum jump out of my hands, Victoria? I'm not asking any more her questions. No. Okay. Will Victoria get a Prius? No. After falling, it says no. No. Ask me a different one. And then let's go with any other questions that we have. What's a scary question? Like, what question would get you like facing into the direction of the thing? The scary thing. Is there a scary thing? Let me know. So I was talking to you about how we just came out of Taurus season. We're now fully in Gemini season. Gemini are our creative genius people. Prince is Gemini. He was born June 7th. So he's a Gemini. That's the kind of creativity that exists in the Gemini population. Oh my goodness. Like, the guy reinvented himself 97 times in like 40 years. Uh, yeah. Yeah, she seems like a very complicated person. I don't think her husband. I think her husband's going to be really happy with the car that they get. It feels like it's not brand new, like so it's like a 2018, 2017, 2018, but it's like it's big and luxurious. It like fits the family perfectly. So I think he's going to be really happy with what it turns out to be. Jackie, as far as the car. I don't remember what I was saying before that. Well, besides that, that feels like a really complicated relationship that the current husband has that's going on with that ex, and that just feels like it's just going to be a bane in your existence until you decide to just start doing other things with that energy. Um, I was on a different thought before. What was I going to say after that Liberian boy? You know, you always know. Uh, what else? I can't think of it. Court. You want to see how my court stuff's gonna go? I've got court stuff. Ew. Let's see. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. Deep breath into the nose. Through the mouth. I've been scared to ask, pull cards on it, or ask, or anything. Although I have asked several times. How's my court stuff gonna go? Well, I get a oval. Oval into a big yes. Yes. Let me successful. Yes. Woo! It's a whole lot. It's a whole lot of a whole lot. But it looks like ultimately it'll turn out okay. Gemini are amazingly creative. They are like some of the most creative people that you'll come across. And it's really because they just have such an understanding of the world that the rest of us don't. And the reason that Gemini do, the reason why Gemini are so creative is because there's two distinct personalities inside of each Gemini, right? And they spend a lot of time around each other and talking to each other and building each other, these two distinct personalities, so that while we're just starting with learning how to deal with other humans in relationships, as we start having relationships, like when we're teenagers and stuff, Gemini have already done that. And so they're just really, really intelligent relationship wise. That's why they can't really get along with a whole lot of people, because we're like preschoolers versus their like high school brain as far as relationships are concerned. Does that make sense? We just don't have the maturity about it and understanding about it that they do by the time we get to this, by the time we're the same age. And so people can see that as, and misinterpret that as um, like a bad thing, but it's not a bad thing. It's just difficult for them to find anybody to relate to that's not like a Gemini, or who hasn't had a lot of life experience the way that they have. So they're really, really smart, though, really smart and creative. And they can bounce their ideas off of themselves. Like we need feedback from other people, where Gemini can kind of do it inside their own head. It's kind of magical, you know. Every sign has like these magical parts to it, right? And that's Gemini's, their creativity. What else? So my Gemini brethren, I should hashtag this Gemini love. Around what time is this in the broadcast? Around 1:47. All the Gemini love. So they'll know to reach out. Yeah. Hi Twitch. Will your court stuff for the rat case? Oh, how will it go? Let's see. Let me pull a card. How will your court stuff? Court stuff. Well, I can just. I'll do the pen. I did a pendulum for me, so I'll do it for you, right? Okay. I couldn't decide which medium to do. I think it's pendulum. Will your court stuff? Will you be successful in your court stuff from the injury, from the accident from 3 years ago? Yes, you'll be successful. Good. I had an accident 3 years ago too, in 2018. I wonder if it was around the same time, in October of 2018. Yes, you got a really big yes. I think you're going to be wildly successful. It's going to go very well. Good luck. Good luck with that. Hi, Twitch. What questions do y'all have? Twitch questions. Ask questions, friends. Hi, how are you? I'm happy to answer whatever questions that you have for today. I've got my cards and I got my pendulum, and I'm hanging out with my family on YouTube, and we were on Facebook for a little while, and then Twitch. I'm doing really good. It's been an amazing day, like amazing. I am impressed with what the universe has shown me so far today. I got to see my uncle today. I haven't seen him in 10 years. So it was really, really cool. I was very excited to see him. Yay! Congratulations on your boy. That's awesome. Absolutely, Jackie. You know how I feel about that. I'm not even pulling a card for that. I will though. I will do a pendulum for you. You know, though. You know. Should Jackie reestablish a relationship with her mom? Yes. Yes, you should. It's a big yes. It's an oval yes. So I need you to be protective of yourself as you do. But you should. And you know why I think it's important? Can I tell you why I think it's important? How about this? I'm going to tell you why I think it's important. I ask as if you have a choice. You could turn it off. It's because we're parents now. And there's going to be some stuff for which we need to be forgiven that we can't even conceive of right now. And it's only because of the nature of the job. It's just the nature of the job. And so when we go to ask whatever we believe in, that our children forgive us, we want to show that we've put in our work. Yes? We want to show that we've put in our work with forgiveness so that possibly we can have our kiddos forgive us for whatever we're doing to destroy them. It's the nature of the job. There's no way you can't get out of it without that. I'm pretty sure. I haven't seen anybody get out of it without it yet so far. Does Elle like me? Oh, we got a question on Twitch. Does Elle like me? No. Ooh. No, and then a surprise. No, not in any serious capacity. No. Nope. It said no very clearly, and then it kind of ovally into a yes. So you'll grow on them, but I don't know if that's the kind of energy you want to recycle. Does that make sense? I don't want to recycle. Anybody feels like that about me can go that way. Should I go visit her and my sisters? Yep. But let me see. Oh, pendulum says no. I guess I don't know every damn thing. The pendulum says no. It didn't even say no and then turned into a yes. It's just no. All right. So we're fixing this and loving them from afar. I guess that's fair. How's that feel? Does that feel better? That you don't have this? You're very welcome. That you don't have this mandate to go and spend actual energy in the same space with them. Maybe that's great. I hope it is for you. Hi, Paris. Hi. Make sure you hit the thumbs up button for me, please. Also in here, it would be really great. So what do you think? I was told that my altar would be a great background for me to do my tarot. My name is Paris. Awesome. Did it work? Can you see there's a candle on? I can show you the reason. Ooh, I can show you what I have on here on my altar. In the front is this is given to me by my very best friend's mom, my best friend from elementary school. Her mom gave me this, and it's a woman holding a baby because my biggest thing right now is motherhood. Is my hugest focus right now. And the fact that my best friend's mom, who did a whole lot of raising of me when I was little, gave it to me makes it really, really special. She gave it to me when I had my first baby. And having kids was like a big deal for me. And so I thought that was really beautiful. So she is the mother, and I am the mother right now. And that's what I'm focusing on most. She's at the front. Buddha's behind her. Put the men in the back. No, that's okay. Oh, why would you tell me you're going to Torchy's? So my Texas people are telling me they're going to a delicious place called Torchy's, which I can't have any of because I'm really far away and there's no Torchy's here. Enjoy. I hope that it's delicious. Get a taco trashy style for me. Even if you didn't want to get that today, please get one for me to just eat that too. Yes, Gloria, you may ask whatever question that you have. The floor is yours. You have 4 minutes in which to batter me with questions, and I will give you all of me to answer them. And make sure you hit like for the video, please. I'd appreciate it. For my Twitch people, while you are here and gazing upon my bindi, would you please make sure that you follow and do the affirmative things in Twitch, the names of which I will learn shortly. I'm going to call them affirmative things for now. I don't know what else to say. What's coming towards me in love? What's coming towards you in love? What's coming towards you in love? Let's see. Oppression. This is the 10 of Wands. And here's what I want you to notice. That there's a whole lot of little wands. Okay, and on this card, I want you to see this card. Y'all can look too. On this card, there's a whole lot of wands beneath these two in the front. If these wands were to get together, they're actually thicker than these and could overpower them. But there's some belief that keeps them oppressed and behind them, as if these are more powerful than they are. Remind you of any people? Anyway, what that means in regard to what's coming towards you in love is that you have to change your relationship with love. So for right now, the way that you process loving relationships and romantic relationships bowls you over, takes you over. It causes you to over-sacrifice and become very sad very soon in relationships. I know this because I have a little germ of this in my own personality. And so what we have to do is replace how we're currently experiencing love. So instead of the relationship being like the egg in your cake, it needs to be like the icing. Because a cake is a cake whether it has icing or not. Icing just makes it a little different cake. You have to be your very own self-sustaining pastry. So it's like pulling the necessity out of the relationship and that kind of attachment that makes it codependent and less clean and kind of clingy and starts going into Stockholmishness and it starts being less than a clean, true partnership is what I need you to work on. So it's really about self-care and like establishing your own rules and boundaries and that kind of thing so that by the time relationship shows up, love shows up, you're kind of ready for it and won't get bowled over for it. You have a tendency to fall all the way into it and then start becoming whoever the person you're with, whoever you think the person you're with needs you to be, and then you become less of yourself. And that's why it's such a traumatic experience for you. And this is where you change that. Yes? So good luck, oppression. That's what's coming toward you for love. But before it gets here, establish your own feet. Get your backbone nice and straight so that you can withhold it and experience this differently this time. Like, why not? How old are you? Like, how many times are you going to go through it the same way? Let's do it differently this time. Yeah. Twitch, I'm waiting for your questions, guys. While you're in there, please make sure you like, subscribe, follow, do the good thing, the affirmative thing over there. And then we have one more question. If I'll pull a card for Dharma, how best to move forward with Victoria's Dharma is what I think you're asking. I'm going to pull a card for Victoria's Dharma. Victoria's Dharma. Victoria's Dharma. Victoria's Dharma. I think Victoria's a healer because as I started asking about her Dharma, where my joints loosened, I think she's a Reiki healing, something about healing. And she's a peacemaker. You're welcome. Peacemaker. This is the truce card. So your Dharma has to do with the kind of healing that causes. I got you, Adeka. I'll get with you in just a second. The kind of healing that causes people that allows people to move on. So in the background, this card, there's all this chaos and stuff, and in the front, there's these 4 swords and this lotus flower that's opening up, right? And it's about truce. Now, truce doesn't mean that it's over. Truce means we have agreed as adults to stop talking about it. It's painful to do that anymore. It's no longer productive. It's counterproductive. And so we're going to move on from there. And so you're like an enzyme to get people to go from the chaos into the peace. That's what your job is. That's what you're on the planet to do. You are a peace facilitator. It's not like a peacemaker. It's like a peace facilitator because we all already have the capacity, but you put the pieces together for people or show people the path of it. It's healing. And it's a healing thing. It lets people heal generational curses and things I've been struggling with for decades. It's like a tarot reader, but it's not that capacity. But it's the same kind of concept where you're giving truths that people didn't understand from how they got where they are into their confused state. I just feel like hoarders or OCD that you're going to be working with, something with obsession, maybe addiction that you're going to be helping people work through. And so that's where your Dharma is. Does that match her personality type? That's who she is. That's who she is. That's what she should be doing. Truce card. If you want to look it up so that you can read deeply into it is the 4 of Swords. And so you can just type that in Google and look at the questions that come across it. And I can explain it to you better offline. So that's your Dharma, Miss Victoria, with your very long pregnancy. It's not extremely long, just a little bit longer than you thought. Okay, I've got a question over here. It's should I let go of L? That is a pendulum question. Ooh, didn't let me shuffle. Okay. I will in just a second. Should you let go of L? Adeka, yes. Yep. This is a really good speed. Big ol' yes. Yes, you should let go of L. I would like to know what you see ultimately happening with Jordan and I. Jordan and I. Thank you. Thank you for the like. I appreciate you. Jordan and I. Let me pull a card. I think it's going to be a fun, a deep relationship, but ultimately not one that stays. I don't really believe you're soulmates, but there's stuff that you can learn from each other. And then I think it's a really bad breakup, actually. But I don't think it's something that will be permanent for you. This is the Moon card. And it's about walking a really thin path to get to heaven. You have a really good. There's fun and carnal stuff that's in a relationship right now, but ultimately you're not amazing for each other, and so I don't think that's going to be something that's around. And for some reason it gets really ugly around the breakup. Let me pull a card. How does she do this for a living? For Victoria, and then her Dharma. Let's see what we pull. Yeah, bad breakup. It feels like you get really nasty with each other when it comes to that. Ooh, goodness. It feels like it's a counselor, Victoria. It feels like it's a counselor. So you're going to be dealing with when people are caught in whatever the addiction is or the obsession is, like you're going to go into that place. It feels almost like the lady from the Hoarder show that goes like to the place, people's houses. Like you're like going to go into people, into their addiction or into their obsession there, like bring them out of that thing. So from that failure, you're going to like give them the possibilities of the universe. That feels like a counselor, an on-site, hands-on, get your hands dirty kind of thing. That's what that feels like. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Will you find a career path this year? You're going to be busy birthing babies, aren't you? Let's see. Tabitha, will I find a career path this year? Yes. Yep. It somehow, in midst of taking the infinite and turning it into the finite in your magical womb, you'll also have time to find a career. So good luck with that, Miss Tabitha. Will you receive contact from Jordan within the next month? Let's see. This is for Alyssa. Yeah, but it's gonna be some fucked up thing. Like some vague text or some vague post on Facebook that you know is gonna have like be about you, but it's not gonna be like this direct, hey, how you doing? Let's have a talk. Like it's not gonna be this straight thing. It's gonna be real, it's gonna piss you off. Alyssa. You're so welcome. Thank you so much for joining. I hope that you come and do the things so that you'll know when I'm on next time. I'm also on YouTube. You can go in there. It's High Tarot as well. Will he discard this new third party and come back? I don't think so. Any contact from him within the next few days or a month? Sorry, I need to clarify. Yeah, it's like, thank you so much. Yeah, it's like he's got a really fucked up way of, I don't know why it keeps coming across that way, but whatever it is, it's not what you like want it to be, and it really makes you angry. I hope that makes sense. All right, I'm bringing this to a close. I'm actually gone over 2 hours. I didn't think I could do it, but I did, which is awesome. If you guys come up with questions afterwards, please reach out to me. You can have your own reading. Schedule that with me. Just contact me and let me know that's what you want to do. Share with friends and family who might be in a situation where they can't really see the out. I would love to do readings for them. It is my Dharma. It is my pleasure, and I really do love doing it. And I'm so glad that you guys hung out with me until I'm like almost out of voice. How cool is that? Like and subscribe and share. I'll be back to do this again really soon. Hopefully I'll give you a little bit more notice than like a couple of hours, but the inspiration just hit me. Lots of love. Peace and love to you guys. Bye. Make fantastic choices. Bye, YouTube. I have to